What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It is Tempered Gaming here. Today we're going to be ranking all of the Diablo Immortal classes and kind of where they stand as of 2025. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Please hit the sub button. It really does go a long way and I appreciate all of the support I've gotten so far. Let's get into it. So I say we start with Wizard. Bam, I'm putting him here. I'm going to rank everybody kind of like overall, so PvP and PvE. So for PvE, it is a pretty, nice build. PvP, they have arcane winds, and they can be pretty effective. Ring of Death, they are super effective in kind of controlling the field. And they are definitely a very good support class. If you're just starting out though, I really think any class would be good for you. Just kind of depending on what your play style is. But just starting out, I think some are better than others. For like PvE, like Barbarian and Necromancer, I would say are extremely good PvE characters. But overall, I'd say Wizard's about a B. Demon Hunter. I'm going to put Demon Hunter like a B+. Their damage output is actually insane. And they just got a bunch of buffs, but I did see none of the buffs really affected like the meta right now, or they weren't for the meta right now. But I would put them about a B+. They just kind of die a little bit too quick. But they can, swing in and out of situations and they throw up a lot of damage. Again, I would kind of classify them as like a support class, just a very high damage. If there's like, there are some people out there that have extremely high armor with a Demon Hunter, and it is scary to see them in Battlegrounds. Okay, I'm going to go Blood Knight. People might be mad at this. I'm going to put Blood Knight at about a C+. I don't really see them a lot in Battlegrounds. I'm in like an 8K resonance, kind of bracket. I just don't see them in Battlegrounds. This was my first character and I loved the Blood Knight. Like with poison bats and everything like that, you can drop like clones and then put poisonous bats on them. That was a super fun build last year that I used to play with. But then they like super nerfed it, like it being a new class kind of wore off, especially when they brought Tempest in. I have seen a couple new builds with them, with people are like stunning and stuff like that. I just don't see it often. Super fun class though, just for PvP, it's just not really cutting it. So I'm gonna put them at about a C+, like maybe like a B-. So let's go Crusader. I'm gonna put Crusader at like a B-. Part of me wants to put it as a C. I've seen people make videos where they kind of swear by them. I just don't see them in PvP at all. The only reason I'm even putting it in a B, not a C, is because I see them put up like billions of damage in dungeons. So I don't know why they're not like in PvP, kind of like just putting out all that damage. But I've also never played them. That's the only class I have not played at all. I haven't played 1 second on it. So maybe I should kind of get into it and see what the hype is about. But I would put it in a B. I think some people would maybe put it like a B+ or an A-, but that's where I would put it right now. So let's go Necro. I'm gonna put Necro at like an A-. I think if you have extremely high armor, Necro could be like A tier. But like, so you have like the Grim Scythe kind of build. I believe that's what it's called. I'm a freaking Necro, right? I'm a Necro right now and I'm making a video tomorrow. I'm just so tired. Making a PvP build tomorrow. Making actually 2 of them in the same video, kind of like I did with Barbarian. So you can encase yourself in the golem. That's kind of what most people have been doing. It's like the meta. It's pretty tanky. In Battlegrounds, I just see a bunch of them running around, a bunch of golems. But the other build before that, Corpse Lance, I think, where you'd have just all the stuff spinning around you. I really enjoy that. And then like in PvE, I can just like run and then spam those buttons and it is super easy to farm like that. So I would put them at like an A- though. I want to play with their golem build a little bit more tonight and tomorrow and kind of get a feel for that. And then that would potentially maybe move it up to an A. I just want to kind of see what it is like. But as of right now, I'd say an A-. They're still pretty strong. If you have someone with high armor penetration and stuff like that, And then again, if you're just starting out, Necromancer, I highly recommend. You can summon skeletons, rock golems, you know, skeleton mages. You can electrify everything. It is super fun. Okay. Monk, Barbarian, or Tempest. This is where it gets confusing. So Barbarian, I'm still going to put as an A. I'm just a little bit confused. So they got, basically let me explain. So this last update that just happened, Barbarian got nerfed essentially. So when they're on the idol and if they're in Undying Rage, the idol will still move forward. So for me, I thought people were going to either scrap Undying Rage and come up with some new way to play Barbarian because it is extremely strong. But instead, now when I go into Battlegrounds and what I've read from, you know, different online stuff, all the Barbarians switched to Tempest or Monk, which is crazy. So like when I went into Battlegrounds, it's like 5 Tempests just running around. It's like 5 Monks just running around and just straight killing. But I'd still put Barbarian as an A because when I do see them, you know, they are just really strong. I maxed mine out. It was pretty fun to play. If you're just starting out, super fun. You have Whirlwind where your axes spin around you, and that's super good for PvE. But, you know, I would actually almost maybe put them A- because people just dropped it like nothing. And, you know, some of my friends are like diehard Barbarians. So I was really surprised by that. And then we have Tempest, which is obviously my favorite class ever. I would put him about right there. So for a couple reasons. One, you know, everybody switched from Barb to Tempest, so clearly it's really effective. Two, I'm probably extremely biased. I absolutely love Tempest. You know, Rolling Surf, I use crosswinds and just throw water daggers and everything like that. After I finished with Blood Knight, I switched to Tempest, and you know, even after all the nerfs, I just absolutely love Tempest. But I would put it there. I do think Barbarian's better at like player versus everything. Same with Necromancer, but again, I could be biased. I think somebody would realistically probably put it somewhere like right there. But I think they're super fun. Again, I keep seeing them everywhere now. Last but not least, some people would put this maybe here or here. I'm putting mine about there. I think Monk is the strongest class right now. Their helicopter build is super tanky. It absolutely melts and shreds stuff. You know, they get like tons of kills in Battlegrounds. So, you know, I wasn't the biggest fan. I might have to make a video about them though, because geez. You know, if you have all the essences and you have high armor and stuff like that, it is ruthless. So there it is, everybody. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Please sub. It really means a lot to me, and it definitely goes a long way. I hope you enjoyed the video. And tell me in the comments who you think is the best player right now. How would you rank these? You know, I think some people might move Monk down, Barb up, maybe Necro up, Tempest maybe down. Tell me what you guys think, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to be dropping a video tomorrow. Later, y'all.